Hello guys, welcome back. In the last video, we have learned how to install Panda3D and how to run a simple Python script. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your own games, which means the first step we want to know how to code with Panda3D. Okay, to start a game, we will simply use this. Okay, I literally think that if we use C++, that will be overwhelming because it got a lot of things that you need to care about. For example, if you want to compile it, you have to include a lot of libraries, and the steps that you need to do is very complicated, I guess. So I use Python. First, we have to import something. Then we run this script, and we will see a simple window just popped up. Nothing in it yet. That's okay. Alright, then we do some modification to our code. Let's say what he just did. First, he created a class myApplication. It is inherited from the shoebase class. Then shoebase initialization. After that, we load the environment model, which is a model starts environment. Reparent the model to render. Okay, reparent to render, which is to set the scene parent to render. Render is the parent of the scene. Apply scale and position. Apply scale and position transforms on the model. We set the scene scale ratio. Then we set the position of our scene. That's right. Okay, from here you can see a very simple environment. I don't know what is that, but yeah, it's an environment. I think the tutorial of the Panda3D is kind of weird. No, at the beginner's tutorial, even though he told you how to load a model, the model it must be a 3D model. Even if he told you that, you still couldn't understand how to get a model or what kind of model you are using. You don't know that. That's kind of weird. For me, I think if I want to make a simple game, I don't need the 3D model. I'll just need a picture as a background and another picture as the actor. Kind of like that. It can be very simple. So here I'm going to try to add a picture to my games. Let's say if it can work. This is a final code that was written by myself. Let's say if it works. No, it's not. My app object has no attribute scene. Okay, then I'll say image object set scale and image object set position. Okay, it's kind of work. As you can see, here's a little picture on the screen. I need to increase the size of that picture. For example, set scale, I'll give it 1, 1, and 1. Now you can see the picture is much bigger now. We have to set the position with 0, 0, 0. No, if we set that, we cannot see the picture anymore. So we will keep the position there, but set the scale for a little bit. For example, times 10. It's not good. It's not good. Now if we look at it again, you'll see a picture just right before the window. That's good. But here's the problem. The image itself, the size of that image, it's not full screen, But anyway, this is a little step toward the success because we are showing the image right on our screen. What I did here is to first get an image object. Then we set the parent of this image object to the render. Then we set the scale of that image. Then we set the position of that image. Okay, now I know how to center the image. If we set the position, the first argument to 0, then the image would be right at the center. That's good. This is a good start. Okay, here's the thing. Even though we can put one image at our games, in my case, I want to, put an image as the game's background. Then I want to add another image. For example, if we add a car image at the screen, if the background is not me, it's a road. If it's a road, then we can add a car to it. Then we can control it with our keyboard. So that would be a simple game that we can make. So my problem is, can we add another image to it? For example, here we got a car image. Then I did a reparent. I set the parent of the car to render. Then I set a scale. Here's an interesting fact. I cannot set the scale higher than the scale of the background. So here, instead of 10, I set it to 3. So the car image would be smaller than the background. And another interesting fact is that if we set the position, the second argument to, let's say, 42, which is the same as the background second parameter. If we set it to that, we run it, we cannot see any car in there. But if we set the second parameter less than the background parameter, for example, 41, and we run this again, you'll see the car image right before the background image. So this is an interesting fact that I don't know why and how it is. But anyway, at least we can choose them both at our game. That's a good start. That's a good point. At the next, we should figure out how to capture our keyboard up and down, left and right, and then we're gonna use the input to control our car's position. Yeah, we'll see how to do that. Okay, it seems like it indeed has the keyboard capturing functionality. Here's the example as you can see at the screen. We'll use this one. For example, arrow left or arrow right. Okay, self-accept arrow left up. When it is up, the keyboard is up. In other words, when the left key was released, then this event or this function, self.a function name, I call it left or car go left. This is function, we have to define it. So car go left. Alright, then it has to have a list of parameters. In this case, that would be the car instance, because we have to control it by this, okay? So the function would become something like this, car. Alright, this is the left, then we have to set the right. Good, now we have to find a way to change the car's position. How can we do that? We can set the position of that. You know what? Before we set the position, we first have to get the position. To be honest, I don't know what kind of information we can get from the get position. So I'll just print it out. Okay, let's run this. As you can see, here's the data structure or about position. It's an object. And for this object, we have a lot of functions. For example, get x, y, get x, z, get y, and so many stuff. Then I have to know what kind of information that we were using when we set the position of the car. It's normally x, y, and z. So if we want to, I don't know that. Let's just do it for fun. X, y, z, okay? Let's do it for fun. Then that would be, let's say, car. Oh, we have to get the x first. Post.x, y. Okay, it's kind of weird. Let's just do this. Car that set position. Position.x. Position.y. Position.z. Okay, then we can, let's say, every time for the stuff we add the x for 1. As you can see, the car start to moving, but in a wrong position. Okay, now I know how to do that. I'll just -1, and for the another function, I'll say +1. Okay, now let's run it. Now if we click the keyboard left or right, you can see the car just moving in the right direction. That's good, and it's kind of fun if I change the background to a road image. But also you can see there has a little bit of problem about the image because you know, the transparent corner it's still there, so that can be a problem there. We should find a way to remove the green corner around the car, and after that it should be fine to use the Panda3D to do a simple 2D game. Okay, that's today's video. I'll see you in the next one.